All right.
Cool.
So, but while I have you here today, you were in the beginning talking about your background in gaming, background in mining, like Litecoin back in the day, and getting your own studio, becoming producer. How did this journey start?
Man, what journey? The music journey?
I guess the music journey, but I'll say this creative journey that you've been on in tech, because like to me there's three pillars within creativity, at least that Cloud Finder's focusing on: media, tech, entrepreneurship, and you're hitting on all three. And so, where did this creativity bug
Mm,
come from? Where the journey start? If you want to touch on gaming, if
yeah,
you want to touch on crypto, if you want to touch on music, you want to touch on business, all of it.
yeah,
Like, how did
yeah.
how
No,
did Andrew become Andrew?
I think we'll start media, tech, creativity, right? Was that the third one?
Entrepreneurship, yeah.
Entrepreneurship. Okay. Yeah. In that order. That's perfect. So, media. So I started playing Counter Strike. I was just thinking about this, man. I just sent out a really nice message to the old homies, the old team. I probably started playing Counter Strike when I was 8 or 9 years old. Like no joke. And I played that game for about like 16 years, like straight of my life till about
Hmm.
like 25 years old, 25, 26. So 14, 15 years. And that was like 16, 20-hour days every single day. You know what I'm saying? I was a fanatic at this. And it's because, once again, like when you love something, it's not really work. You're just going in and you're having fun. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you can, like, the secret, everyone, the secret of longevity is keep finding ways to make it fun. You know what I'm saying? Make little challenges for yourself, because no one's going to make little challenges for you. Those are always annoying when there's challenges out of your control. But make
Hmm.
challenges and have fun with them. But I got one hand. Full disclosure, full disclosure. So I think a large part of the Counter Strike thing too was being able to prove on the internet, because if we're playing Counter Strike together, it's a computer game. You don't really know I have one hand. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
like that's out of the conversation. So it's a strictly skill. It was mainly probably that from like my determination, but from that, like content, I started learning about like recording and like streaming at the time. I kind of quit when streaming first came out, but I was definitely at like the professional level. I was going around competing at different
Hmm.
tournaments and stuff. So through streaming, I kind of saw how big of a deal it was, like recording, putting out videos, like making content, kind of doing these type of things. So that's kind of where I got like the media perspective from like gaming. And then when it came to like making the music, music was a big part of gaming for me, because just be listening to music all day. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to. Like I would literally be like playing like during practice with like music in the background. You know what I'm saying? Just like faintly, just to keep like,
Absolutely.
because like for me it just keeps it going. You know what I'm saying? It keeps you
Hmm.
locked in and focused on whatever's going on. So I was always a fan. Shout out Wu Tang. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching Wu Tang on Hulu. It's a great documentary, but man, huge fan of Wu Tang from back in the day. And it's like I always loved hip hop. Always loved hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So I'd always be like rapping, and then I'd be writing bars and all this and that. And I would go back to my friends like way back, like in middle school, and be like, yo, like, can I rap for you? You know, all nervous and scared. They'd be like, yeah, fool, like spit it. So I'd be up there rapping, and it's like I got more confidence doing it. And one of my other best friends in high school, he started producing like electronic music, like trance. He was a huge
Hmm.
trance fan. And he kind of came into like our little friend circle with the same like concern of just like, hey, like I'm a little nervous. Like, should I make this music? And we're like, yeah, make that music, bro. So he went in, and man, he probably, I don't want to say he disappeared for a few years, but he hunkered down in the lab like hardcore.
Hmm.
And through that, he came out like a beast, like top tier. Like you can't even hear music nowadays like how he was making it then. And it's like he showed us that like you can do it. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
he's not with us anymore, but he said his gift to us before he passed was like this track that he made for us. And it was our very first track. We were such noobs, bro, when we recorded this stuff. We set up our own studio in my boy's house, you know, had fun doing it. We sent it off to the homie. He said everything was off beat. He completely remade the beat from scratch, all the instruments. He completely shifted over every single fucking bar. He tidied everything up. He was like, this shit is so offbeat. But like he made it, and like to this day, it's like the best track that like we have like in the arsenal, you know? And that was just from like him, his skill, his dedication and persistence. And that's truly like we started Just Do It Records, you know, because that was when Shia LaBeouf was out the time, like, just do it, you know? There was like so much doubt and uncertainty. And we're like, bro, like, let's just do this shit. Like, let's just do it. And he was like that prime example to us of like, he just was like, this is how easy it is. Like, here you go. So that kind of like started our journey for like the music. And like with the entrepreneurship, man, like having good music just isn't enough. You know what I'm saying? This is for all those artists out there, man. You can have like the best track, but if nobody hears it, like it doesn't go anywhere. So you have to be an entrepreneur to figure out ways to get your music out there. You can't just like set it and forget it. Like it may work, you know, it may be like the 1 in a trillion that could happen, and you may be that 1 in 1 trillion. But for everyone else, like it takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of hard decisions, and you truly have to put yourself out there, not like creatively, but yeah, like financially, like being an entrepreneur, and you have to figure out a way to like fuel the fire, you know, and that's what keeps everything going.